Today we're trying the €115 5-course tasting menu at Equilibrium in Luxembourg, a Michelin-selected restaurant led by Chef Baptiste Heugens. The restaurant is known for unexpected combinations and finding balance between fresh, spicy, tangy, and savory flavors. Unfortunately, balance was exactly what I felt was missing from this meal. The meal started with 3 small amuse-bouche. The first appeared to be a foie gras mousse. Next was a cracker topped with grilled barbecue beef, and the third combined grilled mackerel with cranberry. None of them tasted particularly bad, but they all felt pretty average and didn't create a very strong start to the meal. The first official course was haddock with pistachio, fermented fennel, and a smoked oyster vinegar sauce. The ingredients sounded interesting, but the entire dish was covered in too much oil. Instead of bringing everything together, the oil overwhelmed the fish and made the course feel much heavier than it needed to be. After that came the bread and butter service, which included a pumpkin seed bread and mini sourdough baguettes. And honestly, this was the best thing I ate throughout the entire meal. The baguette was warm, perfectly crunchy on the outside, and had a really good flavor on its own. The second course was green asparagus with shellfish sauce, wild oregano, and almonds. The asparagus itself was cooked well, but once again there was just too much oil on the plate. The dish also felt like several random ingredients placed together without much connecting them. The third course was marinated duck with grilled onions and a very citrus sauce poured over it. I was expecting this to be one of the richer and more savory courses, but the sauce was extremely acidic. It completely dominated the duck, and the sauce didn't really help. This was probably the most unbalanced dish of the meal for me. The fourth course was pistachio ice cream with shaved truffles and Jerusalem artichoke. This wasn't bad, but it also wasn't something I found particularly memorable. And finally, the fifth course was their version of a Black Forest cake. This had chocolate mousse, berry compote, vanilla whipped cream, and dark chocolate. This was the only course that felt properly balanced and wasn't disappointing. Overall, Equilibrium was one of the more disappointing tasting menus I've had. The presentation was nice and there were clearly some creative ideas behind the dishes, but the flavors didn't feel balanced to me. The 2 dessert courses were acceptable, but the only thing I genuinely wanted more of was a sourdough baguette. And when the bread is the clear highlight of a 5-course tasting menu, that's a problem. Equilibrium gets a 5 out of 10.